All right, good evening, everybody. I'd like to welcome you to the Dover Select Board meeting for Tuesday, November 4th. At this time, I'll call for any public comments. Seeing none, asking if there are any additions or deletions to the agenda that we know about. Yes, Jeanette? Hello?
I was just gonna say.
Earbuds on.
No. Tabby, I think you need to mute. Okay.
No, just wait a second. So you can start.
I need to find
Yeah,
their cold.
go ahead.
Better one, I believe. And
Are these for ones for me and one for somebody else or what?
you.
Dan, are you? Is there background noise with you?
There shouldn't be. I have my ear.
Are we picking up?
You're not muted.
Are we picking up a set?
You're picking up Dan on the background.
Okay, I'll mute it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
No, you're not muted.
That's all right.
There you are. Okay.
Gracias.
All right. So
Okay,
Jeanette.
so we were just gonna rearrange some items.
So we're gonna
because
move-
Shannon had a conflict, so she's gonna be here a little later.
So we're gonna move economic
gonna
development
move-
down.
Yeah, after highway.
Okay.
So we'll do the new business.
Okay.
And then.
Or even later if she needs it.
And Shannon hopefully will be here, if not.
Okay.
Um,
All right. So we'll start with new business then. Consider cell on wheels replacement at Carinthia. Chip Fredette
Good evening, how are you?
is here. Hi.
Hi, can you hear me okay?
A little louder would be great.
Sure. Sure, pull the computer closer to me.
uh,
Thank you for making time for us tonight, folks. Appreciate it. Shall I just quick summary, quick overview of the proposal?
Yeah, just dive in.
Sure, okay. So akin to last year, Verizon Wireless is looking to install its mobile cell on wheels, the acronym COW as we call it in the industry.
Hold on one second.
All right.
We had a little groovy music there for a minute.
More fun there than it is here.
Okay. Sorry, go ahead. So
That's quite all right.
Verizon has a cow.
Yeah, we've got a cow and we're looking to deploy it once again this year in the same location we did last year. And that, for those who are unfamiliar, it's on the very northern end of the Carinthia Lodge parking lot. It's actually not occupying space in the parking lot, but rather off the edge in the grass just before the slope drops off towards what I would call a bunny slope. We're proposing to deploy that in the next couple of weeks, and it will be there to support the entire ski season through the end of March. Ultimately, this isn't the permanent solution. We're working with Mount Snow on a potential permanent solution, which would be a possible antenna co-location on the Carinthia Lodge itself. But until we can overcome that hurdle, for now, we're deploying the cow. That project there is called what we call the cow tipper project, and Verizon has in New England has devoted a budget to tipping cow projects across New England, here, Killington, Jay, and some of the fairs that we support on a year-round basis. So, or rather, on an annual basis, I should say. And Mount Snow is no exception. For those who were familiar with last year's deployment, this one will be slightly different in that the asset we're deploying is not the truck with two masts, but rather a smaller trailer cow, as we call it, a mini cow. And the mast will be raised about the same height, a couple feet taller, but it'll be, again, the same location within the same footprint, lease area footprint, if you will. And the idea is that it will help pick up additional capacity, the demand for the wireless service during the ski season.
So do we have to give them permission to do this on their own land?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe the select board has to.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions?
I got a question. Does the trailer have, I assume the truck had a generator in it, does the trailer have a generator in it for when power goes down, or we don't have a generator backup on that system?
Good, yeah, good question. The truck was not equipped with a generator, nor is the trailer. I don't recall if we ever suffered a power loss on primary through Mount Snow. I don't believe we did. We're connected directly to their primary line.
Just asking, wonder,
It would
Sure.
go down with the rest of our power.
right, doesn't the cell power on the mountain have a backup generator?
It does.
Does Carinthia have a generator? They're large.
Carinthia does, yes.
So theoretically, does that mean that if
No,
It's not
not
intertwined?
off grid, so that like the one at Carinthia that would drive the lodge, it wouldn't have anything to do with that
Okay,
calf or cow.
it's the mini cap.
Mini calf.
So if,
Calf.
but this is supplemental to
Yeah.
towers that are.
That's correct. That's correct. Yes. Yeah.
So even if
yes.
the power went down, it's
Yep.
not like we would completely lose cell service, you just wouldn't have that supplemental support.
That's correct.
Okay,
That's correct.
all right.
Yep.
Do we have any other questions? Patrick?
I think I heard that we're being asked to approve something. What's the basis for us to act to approve whatever the deal is here? What are we approving?
Jeanette?
The placement of the cow.
We're
Okay,
approving the location.
Yes. I
right.
believe-
So then what's the basis for us to actually do that? Just so I'm clear on what we're, why
I'm
do
not,
we have,
I'm
why
not
do we
sure I
have the ability
understand
to?
your question.
Well, so there, maybe it's what's the legal basis for us to actually do this? I mean, isn't it a trailer that's placed on land that's not town land? I just want to know, what we're approving and why we're approving it.
Okay, Joe?
I can't recall the zoning provision, Patrick. I apologize. Yeah.
Yeah.
Temporary
I can
structure,
jump
if you
in.
will.
Okay,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
5 months.
Guys,
Yeah, Tabby can probably
excuse
tell
me,
us.
excuse me. Joe had his hand up.
Sorry.
Let Joe.
I'm gonna let Tabby speak to it.
Okay, fine, thank you.
Thank you. The telecommunication ordinance that the town of Dover have specifically requires any and all communications, telecommunications, any changes or anything are required to come before the select board. So it's not a zoning issue, although it's something that I've addressed in the past on a couple of different times, last year, especially with Chip. So even though this is a repeat of the same project as last year, it's not the same physical truck. It's a trailer. It's not identical, and it's again a replacement of what was a temporary item last year. So as such, I see that needing to come before the board for an approval as per the telecommunications ordinance.
Perfect. Thank you. That's what I was asking.
So I have a question then. You said something about it not being the same device as last year. Is that relevant, or was that just? Like, if they brought in the exact same thing they brought in last year, would we have to approve it? Or would the approval from last year hold?
That's a good question. I don't 100% know the answer to that. I don't know if it is truck versus trailer is splitting a hair,
Right,
but
okay,
this
well,
is,
maybe we could figure that out by next year.
I think so. And if
For year 3.
Chip, yeah, if this is a same for next year, or if we get further down the path of determining the possibility of a permanent antenna
right.
on Carinthia, then we'll be going through all of this again with the board, with the specifications and requirements and all of that for the Carinthia antenna, if that happens.
Okay. All right, so does anyone else have anything they'd like to ask or state? All right, I will entertain a motion to approve the placement of the cow at Carinthia.
So moved.
Okay, second. Dan, so, all right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 All right, 400. Thank you, guys. And now we have a preseason update from Leah.
Well, good evening to all of you, select board members and everyone else. We had a great summer and fall season at Mount Snow. We focused on keeping the resort vibrant and activated through the season, as well as also making important improvements for the 25-26 winter season. So over the summer, we upgraded infrastructure around the mountain. This includes infrastructure in the main base lodge. We replaced pipes going into the summit lodge, and we improved our parking lot organization. We're also doing some renovations and rebrands of our food and beverage outlets, including Harriman's. And we're updating our menu choices at Market Fresh and at Sundance. The Bull Wheel will continue to serve Mexican food, which a lot of people have really enjoyed. We've made a real investment, and I'm very proud of this investment in our lift maintenance team, increasing its size by 75% since last year's season. The work the team did over the summer has increased our winter readiness, and it's going to put us in a much better position going into the season to be able to respond quickly on the mountain as needed during the season. Mount Snow Golf Club was open over the summer and fall from May 16th to October 13th. And we enjoyed live music at several venues at the resort weekly during the summer and the fall. From May 24th to October 11th, we hosted Saturday Grand Summit Music Series and live music events at Fairways and the Grand Summit Hotel. And from June 20th to September 26th, we had our base area block parties on Friday nights at the main base area. We had trivia at Fairways on Thursdays through October 9th. And the Mount Snow Outdoor Exploration Camp for kids to explore the Green Mountain National Forest was from June 16th until August 22nd. We had a really wonderful 4th of July celebration at Mount Snow. We also that weekend opened the bike park, and we held the 2025 Independence Day golf tournament on July 4th, and we had our Independence Day celebration with fireworks, patriotic festivities, and family-friendly fun on July 5th. We also had the Eastern States Cup Intense Downhill Mountain Bike Race on July 11th to 13th. And we were thrilled to participate in the Southern Vermont Deerfield Valley Blueberry Festival Parade on the 26th. The Blueberry Car Show was on our Howe Farm parcel on August 3rd. On August 30th, we had the 30th annual Mount Snow Brewers Festival, and we were proud to support the Chamber and our local businesses, holding the 16th annual Vermont Wine and Harvest Festival at our main base area on September 20th. We're dedicated to continuing the support to our local community businesses for years to come. That was followed by a really special Vermont Wildlife Festival held in our main base area on September 21st. I got to see a skunk up close that doesn't spray anymore apparently at that, and some different wildlife, and that was pretty exciting for me. So lastly, we had the annual 27th annual Mount Snow Oktoberfest on October 4th and the 11th. I'm really excited for my second season at Mount Snow. My year anniversary will be on December 19th, so I'm still in that first year. And I'm really excited to be able to share this upcoming season with our community and with our employees at Mount Snow. I think it's going to be a wonderful season. So we are planning to kick off our 2025-2026 season on Saturday, November 22nd. That is our target opening date. Obviously, this depends on weather conditions, and we really hope that the weather will cooperate with us on that. Mount Snow is such a vibrant resort, and we have such incredible events and really something for everyone. And so we have a stacked calendar of events again this year. So first will be our New Year's Eve celebration on December 31st with our torchlight parade and our fireworks. We'll have disco tubing and a new base area mid-season block party on January 31st of 2026. We'll have Women's Weekend, February 7th through 8th. Pride Weekend, February 20th to 22nd. We're going to have the 17th annual Carinthia Classic presented by Rockstar Energy on March 14th. Our world famous Jack Jump World Championships on March 15th. And then we'll have Reggae Fest with Sink or Swim, and possibly, who knows, who might actually participate in that again this year. And the Duct Tape Derby, March 20th to 22nd. We're also gonna have grommet jams, epic pass holders, first tracks presented by Hella Hansen. We'll have snow tubing, incredible après ski with Bruce Jakes at Cousins, as well as a number of live performances at the main base and also at the snow barn. And of course, everyone knows about our beautiful and serene nature spa at the Grand Summit Hotel. So really something for everyone. I hope that you will join us on the mountain this winter for these great events. I asked some of our senior leadership team to join me this evening. Dan Temke, who is our director of base experience, which was previously resort operations. He now oversees not just building maintenance, parking, and what would typically have been resort operations, but also product service and sales. So when you think of guest services, the volunteers that you see at the base of the mountain, and our ticket windows. And we also have Brian Urquhart here, who's our director of food and beverage, who's been working very hard on outlet identity and some of these upgrades to our food and beverage outlets. These are the leaders who strive to serve our guests and our employees and our community every day. So we're really proud to be part of this community, and we want to make sure that it is a vibrant resort for people to come to from all over and to enjoy our community. I also want to just note some of our key environmental stewardship and community giving partnership highlights at Mount Snow. I'm really passionate about this and the work that we do to support our community. And I've recently had some community members mention to me that they need to know more about what Mount Snow is doing as environmental stewards and as good members of our community. So our environmental management program and our commitment to zero efforts include energy efficiency projects, waste sorting stations, item-specific recycling programs, and composting. In winter 2024 to 2025, Mount Snow partnered with Green Mountain Power on a pilot program to track and schedule electrical consumption. This initiative aims to better serve the New England grid by optimizing how power is allocated across the customer base. Mount Snow also partnered with Efficiency Vermont to upgrade the snowmaking nozzle technology of our current snow gun fleet, and this is intended to lower the air consumption, allowing us to stretch our snowmaking further with fewer overall production hours. We're very proud to have earned a 2024 Waste and Recycling Badge from the National Ski Areas Association Sustainable Slopes Program. We're also incredibly passionate about our new skiers and riders and our youth. In total, Mount Snow's FY24 inclusive access and other community giving was valued at over $600,000. The National Brotherhood of Sports, Nubian Empire partners with Mount Snow and the Cats Amsterdam Charitable Trust through Epic for Everyone. And this has been able to introduce about 200 local youth to snow sports. Mount Snow also partners with Unlikely Riders and Adaptive Sports at Mount Snow. And as was the case last season, our resort will again work with Unlikely Riders to provide Black, Indigenous, and people of color with learn to ski and ride lessons this season. Since 2020, we at Mount Snow and our parent company, Vail Resorts, has donated to the Deerfield Valley Community Partnership to support Choose Snow, which is a program for full-time Vermont students in grades 7 through 12. We provide 200 middle and high school students with season passes every year through this program. And Mount Snow is unique in providing free season passes every year through this program. We also donate to the Deerfield Valley Rescue. We truly value our collaboration with the town, the Bytown Economic Development Committee, the Chamber of Commerce, Southeast Vermont Transit, and other partners to support the success of our entire community. So thank you for your time today. We appreciate your ongoing partnership and your collaboration and your support. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me anytime. When you're at Mount Snow, please stop by and say hi or grab a ski or a ride on the mountain with us. Thanks.
If I could just ask, because I've been asked this question, with the recent failure of the ambulance, has Mount Snow made any out of cycle contributions towards replacing them?
So we have made a contribution towards the program that they're having to raise their funds.
Okay.
Yeah.
just, I've been asked the question, so it'd be nice to have the answer.
Sure.
Great, thank you. Does anyone else want to ask any questions? Nope. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
So, Travis. You want to talk to us about the dump truck?
So. This is a dump truck that we have extra. This is the truck that was to be replaced with the one that I built last fall, last winter. So the truck that I built has been completed. We don't need this one hanging around. So, the town that purchased our roadside mower would also like to purchase our 10-wheeler dump truck for a price of $120,000. I'd like the board's permission to sell it to them for that. And yeah,
Pretty simple.
pretty simple.
And
I'd
it-
also like to note that if you do approve this sale, we had budgeted out of just the highways capital funds, we budgeted 310,000. And we only spent 71,000 of it. So the highways fund for capital is gonna carry over $239,000 into the next year.
Congratulations. Does anyone have any questions?
Was that
Yes, thank you, Joe.
the expected amount we were hoping to get for trade-in?
I
Truck.
started at 130, but I think we should take this 120.
But we usually put it in the, I mean, Vicky opens up the book and I'll have the book in
I
front.
think that's what the estimated trade value. I mean, not trade, cause you know.
No, I know, but I mean, we have what we think.
That's
we're-
what I thought that I would try to sell it for.
Okay, that's all.
Yeah, they had approved 120,
Same
and
amount.
I really think we should do it. Yeah.
Dan or Patrick, you have any questions?
No, I spoke with Travis. I think it's a great idea that you can get your money back on something and to reduce the budget.
Okay. So I'd like to entertain a motion to approve the sale of the 10-wheeler dump truck for 120,000.
So move.
Joe moved, second,
Second.
Patrick second. All in favor?
Uh,
Okay. Thank you very much. And we will now go back to economic development. Shannon?
Hi there. Sorry.
Hi.
So I have the Eastover General Store signage application. They are doing one main sign and then a portable sign. They are looking for $970 in grant funds, and they have both been approved by zoning already.
Okay.
So. You have to approve it?
We have to approve the money,
Uh.
the grant.
Well, how do you want me to read it? I move, this doesn't help me, but I move that we approve the East Dover General Store for the grant amount of $970. Total cost is $1,940
For their signing.
for their signage.
second,
Yeah, okay. Does anybody have any questions?
Nope.
All in favor?
aye.
And then quarter one update.
Yep, thank you. I sent a Q1 update, so July through September. Really just of note, the 1% payment was just over $64,000, which is down from the last 2 years, but we are still coming back down from the super high 2022 payments. And for those of you that don't sit in on Bytown, also working through a day-to-day analysis of that 1%, just because it's getting harder and harder to compare quarters year over year. So we're working on that, and I think that's it.
So you say that if you look back past the 2022-23 high,
Hmm.
are we still kind of in line?
Yep, I don't have that data with me, but yes.
Okay. All right,
I have a
was there
question.
oh, Patrick?
Yeah. I'm just, Shannon, thanks for sharing this. I'm just looking, the periods don't seem to square here. So there's a report on a period from May to August. And is that just because that's how the data that's provided to us? You know, you say it's 64,000 and 1% tax revenue for the period of May to August, but the report's for
Correct.
July to September. And so it didn't line up.
That's different.
Yeah.
So our quarter is July through September.
Okay.
The payment we receive from the state that happens in that quarter happens
Uh-huh.
on August 8th, and that period is from May 5th to August 5th.
So it's
Their
just that the
quarters are not
quarters
straight
don't line up. Their
quarters.
quarters don't line up. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
They're
Thank
the state's quarters for these make 0 cents and they actually change from year to year.
Okay, thanks.
Genuine quarters. Yeah, quarter-ish.
Yes, they're around 90-ish days, generally the same time of year.
Okay,
Oh, God.
thank you.
Do you want to say something, Joe?
No, I don't want to say it.
Are you sure?
I do, but
No. You don't want to say it in public?
no.
Okay. Patrick or Dan, do you have anything you'd like to ask or add?
No, nothing further from me.
No, I think that a quarter is a quarter, but evidently it's when somebody shows up, it's a quarter.
No. All right, was there anything else, Shannon?
Nope, thank you.
Thank you. All right, entertain a motion to go to the Board of Liquor Control.
Ooh.
Somebody's got to move.
Second.
Yeah,
Move.
let's go to liquor. Yep.
And Joe seconds, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye, aye.
All right, motion to approve the first and third class licenses for TAC Associates DBA TC's Tavern.
I make a motion, we approve the first and third class license for TAC Associates doing business as TC's Tavern.
And a
Second. Second.
Patrick seconds. All right, Mike's not here, but I assume if there was an issue, he would have any to not. So do we need, do we have all the paperwork and all the payments in on these, or do we need to amend the motion to reflect that?
You know, I honestly don't know, so I would say
Amend it.
and receive subject to, yeah.
Yeah, it's approved subject to receipt of all applicable dues and paperwork.
So moved.
I don't think you need a second again, but I'll second.
You have to second the amendment.
Yes.
I've seconded the amendment. Okay.
Okay,
Thank
all
you.
right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, motion to come out of the Board of Liquor Control,
So moved.
second,
Yes.
thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
All right, I need a
Aye.
motion to approve the minutes of October 21st. Were we all here?
Yes.
Okay, so motion to approve the minutes of October 21st.
So moved.
Patrick, second.
Second.
Joe seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion to approve the warrants of October 25th for $350,032.36.
So moved.
Second.
Patrick seconds. Has everybody had an opportunity to review the warrants?
Yes,
Okay, great. All in favor?
Aye.
aye.
Okay. All right, so FYIs. The River Valley School District IB program survey link is listed in the agenda. There's a fundraiser for Deerfield Valley Rescue at Valleycraft Ales on November 7th from 6 to 8:30. There is a fundraiser for the Deerfield Valley Rotary Club at American Flatbread on November 11th from 4 to 8. There is a DRB hearing November 13th at 7 p.m. Budget meeting is November 20th at 1 p.m. Feed the Mover in support of the Deerfield Valley Food Pantry will take place November 22nd from 10 to 4 at Shaw's. And there will be a Thanksgiving pie sale at the Westover Congregational Church on November 25th and 26th, 2 to 6 p.m. Yes, Jeanette?
And I forgot to mention that the Super Supper is happening this Saturday.
Oh,
at
that's
the Town
right.
Hall.
The Super Supper, which is a fundraiser for the Westover Congregational Church.
Yes.
And
That's
it's,
it.
they have multiple homemade soups and breads and desserts, and you get to keep your own bowl. They have a large assortment of bowls provided by local potters, and it's a fun time.
Yes.
All right, are there any, yes, Dan?
I believe the West Congregational Church, you order the pies, so it's not like a regular pie sale. I think that's the
Oh, I
pickup
think you're
time.
right.
Yeah.
They have some that are pickup, but mostly they ask if you order in advance and they'll have them ready for you,
Right.
so.
So I just have one question or comment on that list.
Sure.
And it's really, I guess, primarily directed to Leah and some of the folks from the mountain. Maybe if we could just make sure that we have any of the big dates of things that were happening going forward into the season to add to this list as we go forward, that would probably be good. If there are any events of the mountain or things we should communicate.
We do an FYI at the end of the select board meeting, so every 2 weeks,
Okay,
if you wanna.
in
email-
addition to what we already stated.
Well, it's probably good for a refresher, if you could just, if you wanna shoot an email to Jeanette. With the dates of upcoming events, so that it's not just working from memory.
Sure. Yeah, because I don't have.
We just sold our memories,
So,
yes.
no,
No.
that's good.
Okay, do we have any liaison reports?
Not for me, thank you.
Tab, you have your hand up?
Yes, I just, I don't have a liaison, question. I didn't get a chance to hit the button to raise my hand, to ask a question of Leah. I didn't know if I would be able to do that since we've passed that item on the agenda.
I think we'll allow that.
Okay,
Cool.
due to, thank you. Due to SVMC's withdrawal of support for the medical clinic at the base of the mountain, has Mount Snow looked at or considered any possibility of additional physician assistance to support the rescue and hill patrol?
Yes. Yeah, I mean, first of all, say that they've been a great partner and we've really appreciated that partnership since 2007. We've been in conversations with SBMC around this and our path forward. And potentially bringing on a new partner in the future for advanced, higher advanced care. For those of you who aren't completely familiar with this, MMS is the medical clinic that's in the same building as our base first aid. It's been providing advanced medical emergency services for our staff and guests, as well as appointments for the community for more than 15 years. This is not going to impact our base first aid operations, but we are currently exploring alternatives to replace the service with an agency that provides similar services. That won't happen overnight, something that we're working on. So we're also considering the strategic steps to be able to support our patrol response and to alleviate the stress on local transportation agencies in the community. Our mission remains the same, to provide rescue and emergency medicine at the highest level and to find the right level of care to be able to hand off to, and that's something that we're continuing to work on.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we have any need of an executive session? All right, then we will adjourn at 7:04. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all. Have a good
Have a good
evening.
Thank you.
Oh, you weren't raising your hand.
I was waiting at Patrick.
Oh,